Why this shit ain't playing live?
I got it on pause.
Oh, got you.
Anyway, this is another episode of Random Acts Podcast. Nigga trying to fuck me up, man. What is episode 395? 395. Random Acts Podcast, man. Second episode of the year, man. We got a special guest, man.
Talk to the people.
Yo, what's good, man? This your boy Big FNB. You know what I'm saying? Just tapping in. You know, I appreciate y'all having me here, man. Really appreciate that.
We appreciate you following
sure.
through.
Cause usually, man, when like for Trey, friend of the show, man, can we get Trey a round of applause?
Green ass nigga.
Oh, now see, I ain't telling her to do that.
That one
I ain't telling her to do
that was a bit unnecessary.
That was fucked up.
It's the gold one, bro.
Gold one under it. Never mind.
This nigga is colorblind, bro. God damn.
Never mind. Anyway, Trey had hit us up, told us to bring you on the show, man. Usually we wait on the guests, but we said, fuck it, we gotta bring this nigga on next week, bro. Yeah, man. I tapped into your shit.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, bro.
That.
I watched you live last night, man. You was going crazy, popping bottles of Bel Air and shit.
So did you win? You bet on Georgia last night?
Yeah, man. So yesterday was my super hammer, right? So like,
hold up. Matter of fact, before you get into that, and I hate to interrupt, I'm sorry, but tell the people first what you do.
Okay. Hey, so for everybody tuning in, man, so I'm pretty much a sports consultant, right? I'm what you call a capper on the gram, right? So I'm somebody where, people come to if they trying to bet on certain games, and, I pretty much give them picks for them to play and win money, pretty much, betting on sports. I know it sounds easy, but that's probably one of the hardest things, bro. A lot of people out there don't know how to bet on sports. So
yeah,
a guy like me, that's where I come and play.
Gambling itself is hard. Ain't no easy money.
Yes, sir. So
yeah,
man,
I tried myself a couple of times. I remember I used to make money like on PGA back in the day, like just like picking random crackers. And then like sometimes I made some money, but I was like, to really get like the detail of the shit you do is like a full-time job pretty much.
Yeah, it really is, bro. And you think about this, man, like the average person, they're working 9 to 5. So they going to work. They don't have time to watch games. And come on, people got to handle real life. You know what I'm saying? People got to handle real life situations. So people go to work. You don't have time to watch games or really study the sports and things of that nature. Me, on the other hand, this is what I do full time. Yeah. I wake up, ESPN. I, go on my website, stats, statistics, trends, matchups. That's what I do full time. So somebody get off of work. They trying to flip some quick bread. They hit me up. Hey, what's the lock? I give it to them. They put money up, and we celebrate.
All right. So let me ask you. So we got a couple questions. We'll do a sort of kind of interview style, sort of kind of laid back. So how did you like get involved with it, with everything?
Good question, man. So this pretty much. So I will always bet on sports. I love to gamble. I'm not scared to say that. I love gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that adrenaline from winning, the feeling, I love it. And I'm going to admit that. But pretty much, I always used to gamble on the side, but that's just between me and myself. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I was like, let me start posting my winnings and stuff, right? So like during March last year for March Madness NCAA, I flat out murdered that tournament, right? Like probably made close to $300,000 in March, just gambling, right? So I started posting my winnings, right? I would post my parlay tickets, 500 paying out 13 racks, 1,000 paying out 24 racks. And people like, yo, how can I get that pick, bro? Like, can I hit you up tomorrow and you tell me what you're going to bet on? And, I started off, I was like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. Like, it's cool, right? Yeah. So I started doing that and I was making people money and, people were shouting me out. So my following on the social started to grow more. Then I was like, yo, other people do this on the gram and they're actually making a living from it. Let me tune in more and see how I can make this a full-time career.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't see too many like black people doing it. I've seen white people and shit do it, but you don't never see, because everybody assume that black people, man, when we get some money, we ain't trying to share the wealth. But salute to you for actually building a platform and
making
helping
it
other people.
accessible. Yeah.
Accessible.
Yeah, man. Of course, man. Whatever I can do to help, I'm always down for that.
So how long have you been consulting?
For about over a year. Professionally, over a year.
Okay.
Yeah, over a year now.
I bet you be getting like a lot of people like they ask you for advice. They don't do exactly what you say, and they try to curse you out in the DMs and shit like that. Or you may, because you're not perfect, so sometimes you may pick something.
Yeah,
and you ain't get no money from it.
Matter of fact,
what you about to say?
Can we go back to what you were saying last night?
What?
If it's a lock.
If it's a lock, it's a fucking lock. So I get what you're saying, right? Now I'm gonna be very transparent. Like in this business, you never gonna be 100% on all your picks. That's impossible. Yeah. If anybody was like, there would be a lot of millionaires in this world, right? You're betting on sports, you're gambling. At the end of the day, anything is a gamble, right? But would you rather gamble with your money with somebody who took the time, studied it, the research, did all of that? Or would you rather just go off guessing? Because technically, a lot of people who don't do research and things of that nature, they really just going off guessing. And sometimes they're more biased on their guess. So you ended up with a 20 to 30% losing rate. Messing with a guy like me, I can take your 20 to 30% losing percentage rate. It can go from 30 to when I say 30 to 20%, that means you only hitting 3 out of 10 picks, bro. Like you're not doing anything, right?
Sure. I feel like it's lower than that for most people.
It probably is, and I'm being very generous when I say 3 out of 10, bro. Right. People come to me and are like, "Yo, FMB, like I've lost everything. I've been losing since so and so." I'm like, "Yo, how the hell you lose for 2 weeks straight? Like, God, my guy, like, what are you looking at, right?" Yeah. So I can help take your 20 to 30%. You messing with me, you're gonna be likely to hit about 60, maybe 60, 70% of your picks, right? And that's a huge jump. Yeah. So if somebody's telling, because the goal is to be profitable. So even if you hit in 6 out of every 10 picks, guess what? You're still above 50%.
Yeah, I can get you bread.
Exactly. I can get you above that 50% mark for sure. Because when I'm giving you out my plays or I'm telling you what to bet on, you have to understand I'm researching the market. Because when I say the market, it's I look at sports betting kind of like the stock market, right? You can go on the stock market and you can try to look for a stock that can possibly make you profitable, right? Same thing with sports betting. When you're trying to bet on sports, you look at the spreads for the day, right? You look at the props, you see everything that's out there. My job is to find the best value play that's gonna pay my people, right? So that means low risk. High reward, yeah. Low risk, high reward. Good, you put good money in, you get good money out.
Right.
So I try to look for little things. Like I might see a player, in the NBA who's been balling. Like dude's been averaging like 16 points the last 5 games, but he's a role player, so niggas don't know about him. Niggas don't know about him. Like he's coming off the bench, he's doing his thing. For example, like a dude like Terrence Mann, right, for the Clippers. A lot of people don't know who Terrence Mann is. You know what I'm saying? Just the the basic. A lot of people don't really know or really care, right? But when I look, I try to find trends on players like that. Let's see if I see Terrence Mann been averaging like 13 points over the last 5 games, but these bookmakers have his over and under on points at like 10.5,
right,
or like 11.5, right? Something that I noticed about basketball when you betting on player props. You want to find players who's been on a roll, right? Because when a player been on a roll for at least 3 to 4 games, your confidence level is different.
Right.
You play a little bit more minutes because your coach believe in you more, right?
Yep.
So when I see little trends like that, I was like, look, this make no sense over here. He's been averaging like 13, 15 points the last 5 games. His over and under is 10 points. Let's go ahead and make that the play of the day because I'm confident that he's gonna hit that because he's been rolling. If that, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I go about sending out my bets and making certain bets, if that makes sense.
Now, see, for a rookie player, let me ask you this. So let's say it's a rookie player, first year. Mm-hmm. Let's say it's like Jalen Green or something, and you trying to follow his trends. Do you got to go back to like his like G League shit and go that far to see like his trends for that, or do you just go like what he's been doing in the NBA?
Now that's a really good question. Honestly, no, I don't go back to what he's been doing in G League. I look at what he's been doing in the NBA because you got to understand the level of competitions is different, right?
Okay, that makes
Jalen Green was flat out balling in the G League, and he's barely shooting over 40% field goal percentage in the NBA, right? You got bigger, stronger, faster guys. So no, I don't care about your G League or whatever you did in G League. I'm watching what you're doing right now against tough competition in the NBA, right? Like you're not getting to the hole as easily as you was when you was in the G League, right? How are you making an adjustment to that, right? So I look at more what's going on currently compared to what a nigga did in college, the D League, Europe. No. If I have enough data, at least 10, 15 games of you in the NBA, that's enough data to see, okay, this nigga love to go left. Yeah. Okay, this nigga don't really believe in his jumper like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was explosive off the dribble in college, but it's not the same because defenders, they stronger and faster than you. You did what I'm saying? Just little stuff like that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so I don't want to jump around all the way. So like a nigga like Russell Westbrook,
yeah,
he's very inconsistent. How do you gauge a player like that?
How do you bet on a player?
How do you bet on a player like that?
So a nigga like Westbrook, right? You have to look. Me personally, I don't bet on Westbrook. But if somebody wanted a bet on a nigga like Russell Westbrook, right? You got to look at what the nigga really consistent at, right? So you're not going to place no prop bets for the nigga on 3-point shots, right? Like I'm not betting on Russell Westbrook when it comes to, shooting. The things that you want to bet on what Russell Westbrook's on, rebounds, right? Rebounds, because one thing about it, right? Westbrook's always going to crash the boards.
Yep.
And if he's not scoring heavily or, his shot's not falling, he's going to crash the boards even harder because he's going to try to, impact the game a little bit more because he's not going to be so aggressive for scoring because his shots ain't falling. So he's going to try to make plays, crash the offensive boards, get defensive rebounds. So on a guy like Russell Westbrook, I would look at, stats like, okay, assists, rebounds, and turnovers, right? I know all season long, like these bookmakers, they've been having like Russell Westbrook turnover because dude been turning the ball over like crazy, right? So, sometimes they would have his turnover for a game at like 5.5. At one time, I even seen 6, right?
Yeah.
So a guy like Westbrook, I would look at trends. So let's say, for example, if I see he's been averaging, 5, 6, 7 turnovers a game for like the last 3 or 4 games, I guarantee you there's been talk to him about like, bro, you averaging crazy turnovers, right? So like the 5th or 6th game, I would be more likely to, play his turnovers props as far as like under. Like, look, this dude been like turning the ball over almost 10 times the last 4 games. I think he's gonna tone it down a bit, if that makes sense.
Right.
All right. So what all sports you do? You do basketball, NBA, of course, college. What do you do? College football? Do you do any like obscure sports? Quote unquote obscure sport. Like you do like golf and shit like that. Tennis.
Nah, I don't do golf. I don't do MMA. Just because of the simple fact that those are sports that I'm not like really invested in.
Thought about it?
I thought about it, but I'm not invested in it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not invested in something, I'm not going to give it my all as far as, wanting to watch it or wanting to study. So I only give out picks on sports, that I actually watch and that I'm actually 100% invested in. So NCAA, NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, those, sports like that.
Damn, so what's your crib look like, dog? Do your shit look like the command center, the Batman, the Batcave, my nigga? But you gotta watch a bunch of sports. Like, do you got like a bunch of TV just mounted up everywhere?
So I have like 2 TVs, in my, one in my living room, then I have a small one in my kitchen, right? But mainly I have my laptop, I have my phone, so usually if I'm not, watching every single game, I have like all the apps on my phone where I can see, first inning or first quarter. So I can keep up with everything. I don't necessarily have to watch every game, but I can kind of, keep up with everything by just looking at trends on my phone. Because most sports app, they break down like certain trends, like MLB, it'll tell you like, okay, this guy, he done struck out his last 3 at bat, so I don't got to watch the game to know the nigga struck out last 3 at bats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. So, what all sports do you actively watch yourself? Are you a fan of? And give us your teams and such.
Yeah. My sport, NFL, bro. NFL, watch tons of NFL. My team in NFL, Green Bay Packers. That's a good money team to bet on. They usually cover spreads because they so diverse on the offensive end, right? You know, you got a great quarterback in Aaron Rodgers who don't turn the ball over. You have Devontae Adams at receiving spots. Then at the running back spots, you know, you have Adam Jones at the running back spot. So, you know, Green Bay Packers, that's my team. NFL, NBA, my team, I like the Brooklyn Nets, bro. Just because of the simple fact that, you know, Kevin Durant is one of my favorite players. So I like the Brooklyn Nets for NBA. MLB, LA Dodgers. Even though they lost, Dodgers, I like the LA Dodgers.
Yeah, Dodgers, they don't score a lot, no matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost, man. Them boys broke some hearts.
Yeah, I'm obviously a Marlins fan. We asked, so I know you don't make no money
Dude,
off
Marlins was trash last year. I would say this, though, with the Marlins, bros, something that I was, as far as, like, betting, I was betting on run score on the Marlins. I would take their under.
Okay.
Yeah, I would take their under on run score.
So I'm pretty sure Jazz made you some bread here and there.
I didn't really mess with Jacksonville all season just because the spread was so wide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were heavily underdog, and you know, with the NFL, too many teams don't get blown out in the NFL. Niggas got to understand these are pros. This is not college football. Niggas ain't scoring 50 points every night in the NFL, right? So when I look at the Jaguars, as far as betting on them, like it would, like you might see a spread like plus 14.5, right? So Jaguars would be underdog, and Jaguars got to lose by like 15. You know what I'm saying? So they got to cover, and I'm like, that's a lot of points. Like I know they suck,
right?
But
14,
that's
bad.
That's a lot of. So I didn't really mess with wide spreads. Like I said, when I'm looking for bets, bro, I usually bet what a lot of people not really thinking.
Got you. What would you say is the best time of the year for you as far as betting goes?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question. But I think it's pretty easy though. March Madness, NCAA.
Yeah.
You say you racked it in. Raked it in rather.
Yeah, definitely that, bro. March Madness, and I'm gonna tell you why. Betting on NCAA March Madness. You got to understand these are colleges, right?
Right.
So you know these kids, you know they balling really hard all their life, but in NCAA March Madness, especially last year in the bubble. What a lot of people didn't factor in was, there was no home court advantage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're watching NCAA games, you know, the crowd play a huge factor, bro.
Monumental.
Huge factor, right? So, you know, last year there wasn't any of that because they played in a bubble.
Yeah.
Right?
It was some motherfuckers hooping like TJ Ford.
Dude.
He was balling his ass off,
right.
Man, like some people on Twitter, they said it's different because you got a ball in front of the hose. So he wasn't balling in front of he didn't have to ball in front of the hose.
Yeah.
So that's why he was hooping. He was injured this year, but like I'm pretty sure whenever he come back, he's not gonna be playing like
But the reason March Madness was so great of a time to bet on, bro, was because, you know, like I said, there's no home court advantage. But you gotta when they did because when you betting on college basketball, a lot of people when they bet and they look at a number 1 versus a number 15,
right,
or a number 7 versus
March
a number
Madness
20.
has some of the biggest upsets often every year.
And you know why, bro? That's why I made so much money, bro, because I went with so many underdogs.
Right.
I'm like, it's no home court advantage.
Yep.
The field's pretty even. These like motherfuckers are playing hard.
A lot of the smaller teams end up balling way harder.
Way hard.
Like
they were covering, so they were covering the spread.
Yep.
So if you think this small team about to lose by 18, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take them. And they may lose the game, but they only losing by like 11, 12.
Right.
Like you said, bro, it was so many underdogs in March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that had upsets or, you know, kept games close. It wasn't even blowouts. So, you know, a bettor like me, understanding no home court advantage, like niggas who are ranked really, really high, I'm not gonna, you know, dismiss their ranking compared to niggas who are ranked really low. You know what I'm saying? So once you add those two things together and you kind of understand your playing field, you can really capitalize. So that's why I say March Madness for me.
All right, I'm about to ask a nosy ass question, man.
Uh-oh.
2-parter.
Nosy Rosie.
Nosy. Let me touch my nose before I answer this question. What's the most money you ever made? What's the most money you ever lost?
Ooh, those are good
And after you
ones.
lost all that money, what's your celebration 4-part question, my nigga? What's the most you ever won? And when you won that money, how did you celebrate? What's the most amount of money you ever lost? And when you lost that money, what did you do?
All right. As far as for sports betting, the most I ever made was like $30K, right?
Hold up.
It was on one bet.
What else do you bet on?
How about to say you in crypto too?
Yeah.
Nah, I do stocks. Like
I fuck
stocks.
with crypto. I done made some.
I'm
bread.
heavy in the stock market.
Yeah, same here. I done made some bread off the stock market.
I thought this nigga was finna say he betting on Squid Games and shit. Like, I bet this nigga died.
Nah. But yeah, it was 30. The reason why that 30 was so cool, I think I only put up like 2,500, to win 30, right? So that was like the most I ever won on one ticket. With me, I play. I don't really play heavy amounts. I play for I play for 5,000, 10,000, 20 at the very most. There's dudes out there who play for 100, 200 every ticket. Like,
I can believe it.
It's the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my money ain't that long. Like,
Right,
fuck
right.
nah. Like,
Yeah. Damn, 200,000. I couldn't even do that shit.
Matter of fact, talk your shit real quick. How much have you, amassed over time?
But he ain't finna go.
Oh, yeah.
So how did you celebrate after you won that 30?
I mean, it's just a good feeling. I'll go on live, talk my shit real quick. Go on IG live, talk my shit. Because you got to understand, it's not just me winning 30. Like, my whole fan base, they winning. If they put up 2,500, they won 32 like I did. You know what I'm saying? If they put up 250, they won about 3,000 probably. Based on the odds and shit. I just did a quick math. About 3,000 actually. Yeah. But it's not just me winning, right? So everything is just so more exciting because I just won 300-400 plus people. A huge amount of money on this parlay that I just give them. So I celebrate a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like I go on live or I will respond to comments and things of that nature. People might be shouting me out, and I would just take the time just to talk to them and celebrate. Okay. I don't really go all crazy.
Yeah, you don't pop no bottles or nothing.
Well, yes, last night I did actually. He's saying alive. Yeah, man. So NCAA championship game, that was my well bet. I had $20,000 riding on that bet. And I had like over 300 people actually purchase that pick from me. So when I won that bet, like I said, 300 plus people won that bet too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As far as people who purchase. But we popped some bottles last night when Georgia won the championship.
So let me ask you this: how do people tap in with you to get your consulting?
Yeah, man, it's pretty easy. All you simply need to do is go on my Instagram, FortMannyBets. It's super easy. FortMannyBets, FortMannyBets. And once you go on my Instagram, man, I have links. I have links all over there. You will see my page. It's super, super easy. I have a website. I have OnlyFans also for sports betting.
I was gonna say clarify.
No freaky shit. No freaky shit.
I did see that, but I saw that, but I ain't want to.
Yeah, want to. So nah, yeah, man. My only
Trey, who you brought in here, man? Freak bull. Nah,
nah, man. I just use OnlyFans.
I'm doing sports bets, butt ass nigga.
Nah, man. Yeah, crazy.
For the ladies though.
Nigga log into the OnlyFans. He's standing there like D'Angelo. Welcome. We're here.
Nah, man. Look, every time I tell people, yeah, I got an OnlyFans, they always assume some freaky shit. I'm like, look, like OnlyFans can be used for whatever.
Everything. Yeah.
It warped people's brain. Everybody.
It did. The pandemic. Definitely.
No. It's just too many horn dogs, bro.
Yeah,
it's just too many.
Nah, you absolutely right. And I understand. I definitely understand, but. OnlyFans, it can be a great platform if you have a certain business that you want to push out and reach a certain fan base. It's a great platform to, really grow on. And that's how I utilize my OnlyFans, you know. So you could just go on my OnlyFans, and I send out my pics there every morning. So if you just want to buy one, just simply unlock it for $30. You can get you a parlay, a $300 parlay that may bring you back $1,800, you know, for $25.
Come on.
You know, it's that simple. You can just go on there, click a button, unlock. Like I said, go to my Instagram, FortMannyBets. You know, you will see my page, my story, links, everything over there, man. And it's super, super easy, man. Like, and you don't even have to buy anything. You could just come watch my IG and celebrate with us because we win every night, literally. And you're going to jump in. Just follow. I promise. Follow me and just watch my IG story for at least 2 to 3 days. Yeah. You're going to see us celebrate every night because we win every night. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah.
So like you said, you said when you unlock it, you gotta put a certain amount up. What if say if somebody like broke or something, they fucked up, man. They're like,
but they want to tap in. They want to.
I only got about $5. I'm trying to make a little something.
Nah, bro, you can't. Look, man, I tell
you can't do what I do with little $5, nigga. With little cash out.
You can't really bet with $5.
Got child support to pay, man. He like, man, I only got about $3.
Hey, nigga, go sell some plasma, fuck, nigga.
Nah, man, look, man. Nah, people like that, man. If somebody coming at me with that, like, I'm gonna be honest, bro, because people come to me all the time and be like, yo, like, I only got this and this is my rent money, and I'm like, nigga, what are you doing, bro? Like, no, I don't even want to sell you pics no more, bro. Like, you a whore. I don't like you. That's horrible, bro. Right. Pay your rent, bro. Don't gamble that, bro. It's gambling. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to be transparent and honest with people, and you know,
because it'll make a motherfucker sick.
Yeah, it will, bro. And I'm like, don't tell me that.
I was broke one day. Not pockets broke. I'm saying a nigga broke me gambling. Like, we was shooting dice before school. The crazy shit about this, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. Man, this nigga ran me for about a good $40, bro. I'm like in 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money.
That's a lot for 10th grade.
That's a lot of money.
Like, for me to even have that much cash in my pocket, nigga, what the fuck I'm gonna buy at school? So, long story short, he ran me that $40. That was tight. Yeah. I probably ain't speak to the nigga for about 2 weeks, right? I learned my lesson. I say, yo, I ain't got no business goddamn gambling, right? Nigga seen me probably like a year or two ago. Nigga ran up on me. He was like, yo.
Hey, bro, you want that $40 back?
Nah, nigga was like, what's up, man? You want to run them dice again? I was like, I beat your ass. I let you get away with it the first time because
you see what happened. He came back thinking you was sweet. He tried to run it back. What? That nigga still remember. Oh, like, yeah, they go that sweet ass nigga. I took 40 from back in the G. Let's run it back.
Yeah, straight up. Because I mean, like, I ain't never gambled with shooting dice and shit, right? So I'm like, all right, let's break the shit down. Like, teach me the ropes and shit. Yeah. Man, like, look, the hunger in me thought I could win that shit back. That nigga ran me. I said, all right.
Yeah, man.
I stick to the cards, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm about to be on this betting shit. So if y'all trying to get with me, tap in to Fort Manny, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate that.
I'm glad because I was fucking with the crypto shit heavy. Now I got the sports, but I'm tapping in with you, bro.
Yeah, man, it's a wrap, man. Get your money up, not your funny up.
That's facts.
So as soon as we get done, I'm gonna sign up.
I'm on your OnlyFans. No homo. Just in case. Hey, bro, just in case that clip get chopped up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's too late. It's too late. We're gonna tap in with you. But you ain't answer the fourth part of the third and the fourth.
Yeah.
Most bread you ever lost?
Most bread, oh man. So the most bread I ever lost was like, I think it was 17 or 20, bro. It was like 17 or 20 racks, right? It was on NCAA.
How'd you spend that night?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. It was on my birthday because my birthday is in March. So
this said I'm gonna need some pussy tonight.
Yeah, this I'm gonna tell you this, bro. So it was on my birthday, bro. My birthday is in the middle of March Madness. I'm born March 22nd. Okay. So remember I told you NCAA was a great month. That's when I made a whole bunch of money. But that was the biggest L that even though I made that much, that was the biggest L that I took. You know, it was in March. Happened to be the month I made the most. But pretty much what happened, man, you know, I betted on the game. It was a live bet. And I needed a spread to cover. I think I needed the team to like win the game by like three or 4 points, right? and they ended up losing. They didn't cover the spread. So pretty much I lost the bet, right? If I need you to win by 4 points and you only win by 3, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So I lost that. I lost that money that night. And it was on my birthday too. And the chick that I was with, man, she tried to cheer me up. But I realized I don't really trip about it too hard, bro. Because at the end of the day, I know what this is, bro. Like, me losing that much money, it's a part of the game. It's a risk that I was willing to take. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really trip about it too much. Like, but us as men, like, I don't like losing, bro. I kind of take it personal. I hate losing. I get mad when I lose, but when it comes to sports betting, you got to understand L is a part of the game, and you just got to be able to say, okay, fuck it, I lost big this night. I'm going to probably take off for the night or, take off for the week, and if I want to jump back in, I'm going to jump back in. Yeah. But this is not for the weak-hearted. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not.
So let me ask you this. When you got into it, right, you started doing it, how long did it take you, to start building up, your larger sums?
So when I started, bro, you remember how I told the story? I was like, when I started, I was giving my bets out, for free and all of that, right? So I started to after I started doing that, and I, people took notice, and people was telling their friends, and every morning I'm getting messages, hey, let me get that pick again, I'm like, I'm finna keep doing this shit for free, like, right. What the fuck? So I was like, I'm like, so I was like, send me $10, So I started off really small, $10, $20.
I bet it was somebody like, man, this nigga acting different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Done changed up.
But I started doing that, and I started to grow. So my very first month, doing this, I probably made about 4,000, But the very next month, and I'm gonna tell you why though. After I made 2,000 to 3,000, the first month, I took that money and I reinvested, right? I reinvested into what I was doing, right? So I would market more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would reach out to people, like, hey, tell people about me, let them come check me out. They can, get a bet from me and see how well it does. So I reinvested that money into reaching the people to try to get my platform spread into a bigger space.
Right.
And the very next month, I made a lot. I think I made like 30 the very next month, then like so on and so forth. Like every month since I started, bro, I've made over 120 every month, like past the first couple of months. So, I've made over 120 just from, just people reaching out and buying picks, and that's just from, people buying picks.
Yeah.
That's not from me gambling or anything. It's just from people buying my picks and, me giving them out.
That's what's up. Damn, that made me lose track of my next question, rather.
Nah, that marijuana made you lose track of your last question, nigga.
Hey, shut up, nigga.
Let's see what else I got, man.
Yeah, man.
So you said you gotta watch a bunch of sports. Do it like take a toll on your personal life? Like, do you ever have like an event you want to go to, or somebody invite you to, and you like, damn, I can't go. The Houston Rockets play tonight, or some random ass shit.
Sometimes, but not all the time.
You don't get depressed and like, oh damn, I missed a wedding.
Unless let's say if it's like a really, really big game, like for example, last night, I wouldn't have missed that game for anything, honestly. But as far as told my personal life, man, because of the simple fact that I have it on my phone, you know what I'm saying? I will say, let's say if I'm in a relationship, and I took a L on something or I seen something lost, like I would be up all night, like just, watching film and watching highlights, and my, whoever I'm with, they may not like that. Like, hey, put your phone down. Or I may be responding to messages, people be like, bro, we lost. Because, when we lose sometimes, I like to talk to my folks, like, because I care about that. Like, if we lose, I'm not about to just go ghost, like, especially if I sold you a pick that lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, so after the game is over with, if we take a L or anything, my DMs will be blowing up. Yeah. And they'll be like, yeah, bro, like the ref missed that call. And I'm like, yeah, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And it makes my folks feel better too. You know what I'm saying? Especially, if we take your L, I go on live and I talk to them and we talk about it. It make my people feel better too. Like I said, ain't nobody perfect in this business at the end of the day.
Yeah, we all lost. Don't jump off that bridge, man.
Yeah.
We'll get some more bread. So that's a good segue with the relationship shit. So when you meet a girl, do you she asks you what you do for a living? Do you just be straight up with her?
Honestly, no, I don't come off telling them know what I'm saying, I do sports. It's more of know what I'm saying, I be hustling. I got a couple of properties, rentals, real estate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But eventually they find out, you know what I'm saying? Because a shorty I'm talking to, bro, I just don't want her to go on my shit and she see damn, all this nigga does is sport. It's just
when she get that Birkin, she'll understand. But
man, I ain't buying no Birkin, bro.
You can say what you about to say. I ain't buying no bitch, no Birkin. Say that on here.
Yeah, bro, I ain't buying no Birkin, man. Not for no. It is a good investment though, I heard.
So I don't know if Joe run into the same thing. I'll be like, man, I podcast for a living. They looking like me like I'm a fucking bum or something.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta tell them that I do the rugs too to kind of, you know what I mean?
I'd
be like,
bro, if a chick come up to you, would you be like, you podcast?
They're like, oh, podcast. They when black people hear podcast, they just automatically think all the internet shit niggas just
it's niggas in the room, talking.
But niggas making money off this podcast and shit. We got this lovely studio and shit.
To 'em.
But when I tell niggas whoever I podcast for a living, they just look at me like, nigga, what? You are a bum, nigga. You ain't got no money.
That's how you be feeling.
That's what you just get.
That's
the look.
that's the assumption, and it's like, all right. I mean, that shit don't. That shit ain't no sweat off the shoulder, you know.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, you can be like, man, I'm into investments and shit like that.
Yeah, man. I'm into investing really, really heavy, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Before I started the sports betting stuff, I started investing heavy, right? Because I worked a corporate job at a young age, and I learned so many things about, from that corporate job as far as things on finance and, things of that nature. So at a very young age, I was investing in the stock market on stocks and things of that nature. Prior to the sports betting, when you went on my Instagram, all you would see is just stuff about investing.
All right.
Right. What stocks to buy. That's why earlier on this, I had mentioned, certain things about stocks, but I really started off really investing, bro. So before I started sports betting, I was well off, right? I had money. I was doing other things.
Right.
It just wasn't sports betting. I had a real estate, I had the stocks. So I had other things in place before I started sports betting. I just seen the growth potential in the sports betting. And I just, took advantage of that because, I'm like, yo, this is a big world. It's a lot of people that bet on sports out there. This is a whole nother world out here.
All right, so any other questions? Or?
Nah, man, shit. You answered a bunch of them for me.
Yeah,
you taught us a lot, man. Like I said, we're gonna tap in with you.
For real. I mean, don't worry. You got my bread.
Nah,
oh, matter of fact, so do you still do any stock consulting and things like that? I mean, I guess I don't know that it would necessarily be consulting in that regard.
Yeah. So it's good that you asked that. So I actually have a group. Advice. I actually have a group, a Telegram group called Millennial Millionaires, right? So unfortunately, I don't do one-on-one consulting just because of the simple fact that it's just very time consuming. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Yeah, and I be so investing in other things, but I do have a Telegram called Millennial Millionaires. And if you just hit me up on IG and you ask me about it, I'll send you all the info. But what I do in that Telegram is I put all my info in there as far as, stocks that I'm invested in, things that I'm looking at. So I pretty much show people in real time, the stock that I just invested in. Hey, I just do $30,000 over here, or hey, I'll just do, $5,000 over here. I'm holding this for blah, blah, blah. This is a long term. This is a short term. So people who are looking to invest, or, I also post content about, their credit repair, different things they can do to, make sure they have a good credit or keep their credit in place. So I just post content in that Telegram, and people just follow along. So, it pretty much helps them. Like, I even have how to set up your brokerage account to start investing. I have all those type of infos in there.
Man, so, that's what's up, man. You just making money all across the board.
I just try to make things simple, man. Like I just try to make things simple as possible. My biggest thing is making people money, bro. In any way, shape, or form, if I can impact your life in a positive way and help make you some money, it may not be sports betting. It may be helping you with your credit. You know what I'm saying? It may be me showing you how to, buy a house. I even post content on how to get mortgage or how to, buy and flip houses and things of that nature. So,
okay. And then all that's in that Telegram, right?
Yeah, it's all in the Telegram. I have links, I have steps, I have videos of me in there. Like, it's super, super easy.
Man, shit. Hey, look, get your money up, not your funny up. It's 2022, man.
We gotta get our money up in 2022.
We doing nothing but investing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We want to be working for ourselves. We want to be, self-liberated. Shit, y'all hear it first. Fort Manny, he got a great system in place.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you want to do the sports investing, sports betting rather, stock investing, whatever you want to do. Shit, if you want to check out of it, this the man to tap in with.
I feel like more people just want to tap in with the sports betting because that's just like, who doesn't like sports?
Man, what?
Easy, quick.
And I feel like everybody feels like they know good bit, you know what I mean?
Everybody
enough to win a few picks. But man, look, I don't trust myself gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why you want to come to me, man. Yeah. Like, just I do all the work. That's my job. Like, I work for you. You know what I'm saying?
And I was gonna say, I damn sure don't have the time to be researching and watching every game and all of that shit.
If I just got to give you $30 and you give me the pick, and
come on. I'm cashing in. You say it's every night?
I just get a back end, and I just gotta do exactly what you say.
Exactly what I tell you.
And I just get like, man, that's just...
All right. So matter of fact, yeah. How often can people, buy picks from you? Is it an every night basis?
Yes, every single night. Like last year, it was probably only about three to four nights. That I didn't like. Throughout the whole year, I didn't post picks.
Okay.
But it's every day.
And talk about like earning potential in that.
As far as what I do, bro.
So walk me through the process. Let's say, all right. I've never betted on sports. Right?
Okay.
So bet on sports. So I buy a pick, right?
Okay.
Now, what's my next step?
So you never betted on sports. So you buy you.
We're gonna run with that. That might need to be the title today.
Yeah. Hopefully you know how to enter the bets, right? So a lot of people don't know how to enter bets.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they know how to enter the bets. Most of the site that you bet on, it has a how to. Mm-hmm. But I will pretty much give you the pick. I'll be like, okay, look, I think the Celtics gonna win tonight, and I think the Grizzlies gonna win tonight, right? So we're gonna put $250 on this pick, and it's gonna pay back $1,300. So it's gonna be a 2-team parlay. So I will give you the picks, and you will literally just enter everything I have on that ticket on your site. So you would see Celtics money line, you would see Grizzlies money line, and just add it to on the website that you're on and enter the amount. And it doesn't have to be the amount that I put on the ticket. So if I put 200 and you bought the ticket for 30, but you don't have 200 to put on it, guess what? It's okay.
Right.
You can bet 20.
Yeah, you still win money.
Yeah, you can bet 20, you can bet 5, you can bet 50, you can bet. It doesn't have to be the amount I put on the ticket. Right. However much you can afford to lose, right? Because remember,
hold up, I just said what if the
no, listen, that's the you can put whatever amount, bet whatever you're comfortable with, bet whatever
He just saying he ain't consulting with the nigga that come
bro. That's down,
he got
real
$5
down
every
but
you got $5 only, nigga, get out of here.
Nah, man, but you can put whatever on there. So once you enter the amount you want to put in your ticket, you lock it in, and you just watch the game and wait for the night and just see what happens. And the best feeling in the world is you know, when that ticket crashes, you know, you're super excited because you're hitting me up like, yo, you just made me a whole bunch of money. So, you know, you want to celebrate with somebody, and I'm there to celebrate with them, you know, because, you know, I won too. We all won.
How often how quick is their payout?
It all depends on the site that they're on. You know, some site, it may take about, you know, 24 to 72 hours as far as, you know, them taking that money from their account and transferring it to their bank account. So it doesn't take long at all.
I saw some shit. FanDuel was fucking some people over. Like, I see somebody won like $10K and like FanDuel wasn't trying to give them their money or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So let me ask this: what are some of the sites people can use?
I mean, you have a couple of big name sites out there, of course.
Like FanDuel.
Yeah, like FanDuel Sportsbooks, DraftKings, Sportsbooks, Barstool. But those sites you have to be in a state that's legal to use those, you know, to use those sites, right? So if you're
here in Florida,
where it's not legal, you know, you got MyBookie, you know, Best Bets.
Yeah.
You have Bovada. It's a lot of different sites out there that you can use if you're in a state that's where it's not legal. You know what I'm saying? So you can check out those sites too.
Yo, shout out to Ryan Dorsey real quick. He said this is his first time watching a live stream after signing up for the Patreon. 954 in this bitch.
Shout out to, was that Dade or was that Broward? 954?
I want to say that's Broward. Yeah.
Yeah, Broward.
Because that ain't Dade. Dade 305.
305. Yeah, shout out to Broward, man. Shout out to you, Ryan, for tapping into the Patreon.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you picked a good time to tap in on the live stream, man.
Yeah, Ryan,
I hope
get you some bread, Ryan.
Yeah, man. FortMannyBets. Go ahead and tap in with that now. You know,
so you get that $100 tier.
Yeah, sign up for his OnlyFans, man.
That just sounds crazy when you say it like that.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. He got an OnlyFans, bro. Let's promote it.
Yeah, man.
Salute to
Tap
that.
in,
Matter of fact,
bro. Just check me out. Just check me out on the IG, bro. Like that's really where it's at. Like I have so many different ways where you can tap in. Like I have a personal website, FNB Bets. So you can go on fnbbets.com. You can click on the OnlyFans link. You can message me, you know, personally.
Right.
It's super, super easy to tap into what I do. You know, if you're trying to flip some bread.
Hey, real quick, man, I just gotta say, we was once asked, like, or it was a question on the podcast once, if you would promote your homies' OnlyFans, and I think in that case everybody was like, nah, man. But I was like, yo, look, I guess in that regard, the only thing I could say is, shut the fuck up. The only thing I could say is, my man got an OnlyFans, and in this case, yo, my man FortManny got a OnlyFans.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I'm not ashamed of it, bro. I definitely got
nah, shit. Hey, man, look, you should have a T-shirt on, man, a walking fucking billboard at FortMannyBets.
I should.
OnlyFans.
I swear. I should get a billboard out here and just have that on there. Like seriously,
you should. Just wear a
have
T-shirt
the big,
on the back. Like, I made so and so sports bet. Hit me up, whatever.
And matter of fact, man, just real quick, I do want he's a very humble individual, which, you know, we appreciate and we respect, right?
Yeah.
But when you go to his Instagram, man, you'll see he's amassed over $1 million doing the sports betting. So I mean, this the man you want to tap in with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't here bullshitting at all.
Hey man, just simply tap in, man. Like I said, it's FortMannyBets. Just tap in with me. You see for yourself. Just simply watch what we do every night, man. You know, I just simply want to help put money in your pocket. And if you love sports and you love sports betting, this is for my gamblers, right? Like,
yes, sir.
You know, this is what this is for. Like, for my gamblers, dudes who like to gamble, dudes who like to, you know, flip their bread. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this is what this for. Like, tune in with me. Like, tap in with me. Like, if that's what you're trying to do.
For sure.
For sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the voicemails real quick. To send in voicemails, just hit us up at 424-260, that's RAOP, 424-260 RAOP. It's been a while.
I was going to say that.
We just got one from DJ Larry. Shout out to the homie DJ Larry.
Secondhand smoke.
Nigga, I'm rocking with my partner, DJ Larry. This is the OG Bigger Ranking, man. Keep your knee on them suckers' neck, nigga.
Shout out to the OG DJ Larry.
Hey man, say man, what's going on, man? It's your boy DJ Larry, man. 1/4 the Show Your Word Network, man. Gang. Shout out to Nelson, Youngin, Banks. Shout out to Marcel. Shout out to Reggae Boys. We in this bitch, you feel me? Hey man, I got a question for y'all this week. Man, listen, man. What is the craziest shit a little kid has ever told you that made you want to fade a little nigga, bruh? Cause I ain't gonna hold you, bruh. I was trying to surprise my nephew for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? And I took his Nintendo Switch away so I could upgrade it for him. He had the little small one. I was getting him the big jump. So I told that little nigga, I'm like, man, you know, it's junk gone, bro. It's cool. Keep in mind he 4. This little motherfucker told me that he knew where I hid it and that if I didn't give it back to him, he was going to steal it from me. And I ain't gonna hold you. I had a Michael Jordan fuck them kids moment and contemplated some shit at that very goddamn moment, man. So, what is the craziest shit that a little kid has boldly told you or made you be like, man, fuck them kids, man? Hey, man, shout out to Random Max, man, Amp, Joe Devin, man, cop some rugs, cop some shirts, cop all that shit, man. Y'all boys be safe, man. 1.
What's the craziest thing a kid has ever said to you? I'll let y'all go first. I gotta think of my shit.
I gotta think, man. Come on, I gotta think of it.
Man, we all
got
gotta
y'all.
think.
Well, shit.
Joe
I can't
always talking
remember
about beating up kids. So go ahead.
I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember what happened. This nigga Devin, we when we had the apartment together, this nigga Devin come in the crib with his son, and his son comes storming in, bruh, and he just run up and immediately start talking shit to me. My girl sitting next to me on the couch. I'm like, hold up, bro. Like, I don't know what you think this is, bro, but I ain't no bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I had to let him know out the gate, right? He say, fuck, you know, he basically like, fuck all of that. You know what I mean? He's still talking shit to me. I'm like, okay. So I pushed him. He fell down and he was like, all right, I got you. He legit looked me in my face and was like, I got you. My girl got up. We was eating. She got up to take both the plates to the kitchen. This nigga picked up a like an electric massager, and he was like, "What's this?" As soon as he clicked the button and felt the vibration, he knew what to do, bruh. He starts running up on her. While he was talking shit to me, he was like throwing game at my girl the whole time she was sitting on the couch. So when she got up to walk to the kitchen, he starts massaging her back as she's walking with the massager. Like, he's walking alongside of her and he's doing it in circular motions and shit. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, bro, where the fuck did you learn this game at? Like, who taught you this? So I say, hey, bro, let me remind you, this is my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't you. He looked at me in my face, cut it off, and was like, she mine now.
Damn.
Bruh, how old was he?
Bruh, he couldn't have been no older than 5 years old.
Bruh.
Bruh, I got down, like, you know how you get on your knees, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, bruh, look, I will knock you out. Devin, get your son, man, before I do.
I'm dead.
That's crazy. That sound like that nigga's son too.
Had me upset, man. I couldn't put pause on him. You know what I'm saying? I say, you a child. I had to grab him by the cranium. You know what I'm saying? Just shake it a little bit.
I can't really think of nothing. I got a little kid a gift one time, and they're like, "This is it." That's about it.
Yeah, you should have slapped
Like
him.
a little cousin.
Just a little.
They're like, "This it?" I'm like, "Well, fuck you, then, nigga." That's the only thing I really think of.
Little backhand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got one, bro?
I don't really have one, bro. I would do say something that like kind of ticked me off a little, like in public, like seeing kids act out in public.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, that's
seeing
all,
kids,
yeah.
especially like, you know, if they're with their mom or, you know, dad or parent or whatever, and like, you know, they're at the checkout line, or, you know, I'm just standing there watching, and, you know, as soon as the mom say no, like, you got this kid over here like flipping out, like hitting. I'm like, yeah, that just makes me like, I'm like,
I'm in Michael's
if that
today.
was my kid, bro, I'm like, I'll tear.
Bro, I hate the ones that don't. The parents that just don't say
Don't.
nothing at all. They just keep.
You just let it. They just let it ride. Like, yep, that's normal.
Bruh, I'm in Michael's today. I'm in the checkout line. Right, it's somebody in front of me, and I want to look candy bar. You know what I'm saying? So I had to step out of the line to grab the shit, and as soon as I did, the little girl, she probably like 3-4 years old. She step into place and she swinging this big ass map around in the air and shit, and she just like, yo, fuck this nigga. Like he don't want to check out right now, right? The grandmother just steps up as well. So I politely step behind. I say, look at this shit here. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking under my breath a little bit. She say, oh, no. You can go ahead back. You was just right. I say, nah. It's all good. Just little
Well, you been mumbling. The little girl like, I heard you.
Yeah, bro. That would have been funny as hell. I would have had to say something.
She was speak
hey,
up,
I
little
fight
nigga.
kids, little mama. What's up?
All right.
But so the people that were in front of them, they had a few items. You know what I'm saying? I let the lady know. I'm like, yo, you got one item. It's not like this ain't even an issue. You know what I mean? I probably had like 4, so it's no worry, whatever, right? But the little girl walks up as if she's a part of their group. Nigga, they in the checkout line. This chick is the little girl is basically smelling this woman's ass. That's how close she is, bruh. I'm looking like no one's gonna say anything.
This? Like, do you not see this shit?
Ma'am, you're not gonna say anything. I know you feel this little girl's presence. Like the bubble should feel invaded right now. She's not in your bubble. She is your bubble. She's your barrier between everything right now.
Literally.
She's your COVID blocker. You get what I'm saying? So the grandmother's just standing there, absent-minded as hell. I'm like, yo, thank God I got out the way. I would have had to turn around and check that little girl. Like, excuse me, ma'am. COVID is it's like wildfire. It's spreading everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's funny.
Ain't none of us got on masks right now. Your little girl could sneeze, and I'll be out of here. You know what I mean? I'd be a goner. You know, they say kids got it the worst.
Yeah, they did say that.
For real. Right? I was scared to even touch the counter. I was like, man, we gonna have to do this all in the air. I was like, look, scan this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. I'll carry it out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I seen one kid. It was like a long ass time ago. They was like Publix. They just ran down. They started down the beginning of the aisle. It's a cereal aisle. They just started knocking all the. They would just high five all the cereal boxes, just knocking them all down. I'm just looking around like, you ain't gonna do nothing. They just.
You should have clotheslined that little child.
I ain't have to get no cereal. I ain't working at Publix either. I looked at that shit. I was just like, that ain't none of my business. I know one thing. I went to the crib. I was like, man, how much of a vasectomy cost, bro? I don't want no goddamn kid. I went that far.
That's extreme.
How much of a vasectomy cost, bro? I don't want that damn kid just slapping all the cereal boxes over.
Nigga say, fuck raising them different. I just don't want them.
Nah, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Having too many can really affect you. Like, it's
You got kids?
I got one. I got a son.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just got one, bro.
I ain't got none, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I want a football team.
A football team?
Like, man, look, the more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I gotta tap in with the bet so I could be ready for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, give me a few months, ladies. But you know, I'm gonna be real, dog. I want as many kids as I can have. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing, yo. Carry my name, and not even on no carry my name shit, but just like, yo, flourish. Like, I'm bringing life into the world.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. I mean, when I older, I definitely want more. But as of right now, like, I'm hustling right now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I'm there 100% of the time. And right now, like, it's even hard because, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, I got my parents. But I'm holding off on that, bro.
Nigga
like,
say he ain't trying to miss birthdays for the Rockets.
Yeah, man. I ain't trying. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm definitely not right now, bro. Maybe a couple years from now.
You know what's crazy? Like, you could be with your son every day. If you miss one event for a sports, they're like, this nigga a deadbeat dad. Cubans like 1 second. Like, bro, I just want to see this one game, nigga. Like, man, this nigga a deadbeat, bro.
Nah, you gotta be there, man, if you can. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure you there for your jits. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. You don't want to be at the baptism like, man, I got 50,000 on this game, man. You better shut up.
I'm so dead.
That's crazy.
We got any listener questions?
Nah, we ain't got none. So, listeners, tighten up. Next week, we need some listener questions.
Yeah, man. Ladies, we still waiting for y'all to tap in with us.
I'm over that now. I've been begging for like a month now. They don't want to fuck with us like that. They don't want to send the voicemails in. They know you a horny ass nigga.
Hey,
You might hear their voice and just start doing crazy shit, bro. I don't know. You a loose cannon.
It's been a while since I barked on here. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what you gonna do so you hear that voice.
Nah.
Wait, this nigga be over here barking?
Hey, man, the ladies love it. Nah.
Be working. Tell him about the barking, bro.
Hey, man, you know it's
I'm dead.
it ain't let me down yet. Let's just say that.
Bro, he was talking about on the podcast for years because I ain't never heard him do the bark shit. We out in L.A.
Matter of fact,
this nigga about to start. This nigga barking.
That nigga barking here.
He like, bro. Shit turn around. She was looking at him. I was like, bro, what? I was like, this shit do work, nigga.
now see, and then the crazy thing is, man, once you put it out there, you know what I mean? You put that barking energy out there, let them know you a big dog in the city. You know, man, like we went out to eat that night.
Yeah.
I was barely talking, bro. I had a mask on and everything, and you could just tell. Banks will tell you.
Yeah.
I had this Asian persuasion come up on me, man. She was somebody else was our waiter, right?
Yeah.
She was like,
man, leave him alone.
He was like, Shawty was like, man, look, I was gonna come and serve y'all, but he beat me to it. Is there anything I could do for you? I looked over, I was like, ma'am, I ordered French fries. I ain't even want nothing. But I did leave with that number, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, man. I was hating. I was like, bro, this shit ain't gonna work on these LA women, bro. These LA women, man, they snobby. They start barking.
Big dog energy.
Oh, now you got it, bro. I ain't gonna hate no more.
Big dog energy. You know what I'm saying? I reserve it. You know what I'm saying? I reserve it. I don't do it just all the time. Willy-nilly with the shit.
You can't.
So, bro, next time you out,
yeah, don't give a look.
I'm a lay back type dude, bro.
Hey, it worked for that too. You know what I'm saying? That's trust. I be out there chilling now. You know what I mean? But sometimes they burn the dog about you, though.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into our real niggas of the week, and they need their ass beats. To send those in, hit us up at mail@ariopodcast.com. That's mail@ariopodcast.com, or you can hit us up on our Twitter page, Ario Podcast. So,
wait, you say it's called Real Niggas Get Their Ass Beat?
No.
Wait, I didn't hear that. What you say?
Nigga, that would be interesting, nigga.
What? Nah, like, was that what was said?
Hey, he a real nigga, but he got his ass.
That's funny.
Hey, I fuck with bro, but he got his ass beat. Nah, real niggas of the week, and they need their ass beat.
Sometime this year we might need to do that segment, bro. Real niggas get their ass.
Bro, I swear to God, I thought that's what I heard, bro.
That's funny, bro.
I was like, wait, what?
That
real
is
niggas
actually funny. So real niggas of the week is basically like real
niggas of the week. Oh man, okay, my bad.
They
bro.
need their ass be like, nigga, somebody who did some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
somebody out here wilding, man. So we're gonna pull mine up.
Man, that's funny
that
as hell.
That was funny, man. Let me see who I got. So you got yours? Want to pull them up?
Yeah, man, I got two this week. So first off, I'm gonna give this is the only time and ever in life probably that I ever have to say it, but I'm gonna give my real nigga of the week to the Georgia Bulldogs, man. Them niggas went 4 decades without a fucking championship. God damn.
Nah, man, that was amazing. You thinking about it, bro? Like you said,
I mean, they had a phenomenal season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a Gator fan. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna hate. I'm gonna give them all of their props. One thing I love about rivalries is that there is still that bit of respect. You know what I'm saying? So I salute them and everything that they did. Man, they went out there and balled their fucking ass off. That was a hell of a game that they played, man. So shout out to them. They my real niggas of the week. And then I got a real Yakubian of the week, man. This one pretty funny to me. Bro went off on Justin
LeBoy. When I see you, I'ma slap the shit out of you. Respectfully, suck my dick. Just cause you get no bitches don't mean you gotta ruin it for everybody else. Yeah, I lost my bitch cause of you, but you better lose your life cause of me. Glock glock fucking boom, bitch. Who the fuck qualified you to give relationship advice? I never even seen you with a bitch. My bitch don't trust me cause of you, motherfucker. Yo, Justin
he bitter as fuck, but
I'm gonna retract that because first of all, he said he lost his bitch, bro. That
is some. He need his ass.
Need some therapy,
Nah,
man.
but let's be real though, man. That
everything
nigga
he said,
that nigga
everything else that he said was kind of factual. Though.
Yeah, bro, that nigga Justin Lloyd be wildin', bro. Like he be making these chicks out here on that toxic shit, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, dog. When I see a woman like retweet Justin LeBoy, she get blocked.
Yeah, bro, that's a turn off.
I don't know any woman that even knows who Justin LeBoy is.
Follow some girls under 25.
Yeah,
can't.
Yeah, bro.
I can't. That's when you get all of them hypothetical questions. If I was a table and shit like that. It's a chick on my timeline, man. Shout out to her. But every day that I log in, it's some crazy like hypothetical, if you were in this relationship kind of question. And it's like, yo, look, man, somebody need to save you. It ain't gonna be me, but someone needs to so that you release from the shackles of these damn shade room fucking topics.
That's what it is, bro. You said the shackles of these shade room topics, bro.
That was killing our community,
man, bro. That shit is so toxic.
But the crazy thing is, everything is becoming like it. Like, I hate that what people are using as hip hop media outlets are now becoming gossip outlets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're absolutely right.
It's so crazy that
you're right.
When the blog era died, not many of them were able to transition in a major facet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they still have core audiences and things like that, but you would think that there would be a lot more big names influencing things from the blog era. Yeah. And I hate it that it's not, because I mean, like, bro, what we're getting right now is shit for media from hip hop and really black outlets. There are some great ones, you know what I mean? So I don't want to discredit it and say it like it's not none out there, but I hate what's like socially accepted is purely gossip based,
bro. The thing
even
is,
when talking about talents, I just had to get that out.
Nah. You right, bro. You right, bro. Come on, bro. People nowadays, bro. People believe in lies, bro. Like something doesn't even have to be true if they see it and they running with it. They running with it.
Oh
bro.
My,
that's the sad part.
The crazy thing is, I seen we all seen the Timberland shit. And he gonna
he posted a meme.
Yeah. Talking about stay at it, basically.
Yeah, even if it was pretty much a meme. It was Quincy Jones, and it was pretty much saying that Quincy Jones didn't get big until he did Thriller and whatnot. When if you look at, even if you watch like Ray the movie, the Ray Charles movie, he met Quincy Jones when them niggas was like teenagers.
Yep.
And they started making music.
Yep.
The meme pretty much was saying that Quincy Jones didn't get big until he was like 50 years old and he met Michael Jackson and shit like that. When you just do a quick Google and you see Quincy Jones won like 11 Grammys before he even knew who Michael Jackson was.
Right.
And he won like Emmys and shit. And
had several scores in major films.
Yeah, people don't Google shit no more. Everybody just...
People are lazy, bro.
People were like associating him with the wrong songs with Frank Sinatra and like all kinds of shit. It was, and it's like, yo, like, man, before you put it out there, you need to go back and research it. You know what I mean? So that we are spreading good and accurate news about our black leaders. You know what I mean? Because like Quincy Jones is someone to be celebrated in all of what he did. The scores is probably the most amazing things. And what I love about the fact he did, if you go and listen to them today, they're still just as powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can easily listen through any of his scores from a film he did.
Nigga, I seen a crazy one. It was the black dude and the Elmo. He's like, oh, did y'all know the black dude was the voice of Elmo? But if you really look at dude, he was a pedophile, and he actually he lost the Elmo job because he was touching on little boys.
Oh no!
Wow.
But it was like, nigga, why are you giving this dude flowers?
Straight
if you
up,
just
like
if you just Google the dude name, you'll know that he's a pedophile.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm sure that's a major thing that pops up.
What?
I was like, bro, did y'all just what?
Where are you seeing this at?
It was on Twitter, but I knew the story about the dude being a pedophile. I seen it like a long time ago. But then I was like, bro, I know it ain't who I think it is. I was like, bro, that's the nigga, that's the pedophile, and y'all giving him flowers.
That's crazy, bro.
And nobody was saying it under the tweet, and they were like, oh man, that's just little Elmo's a black man. I was like, nigga's a pedophile also. Nigga.
Right. That's insane. Yeah, like I said, we gotta do more news, and that's why I try not to share like too much news, like related shit, because I might I might like it or whatever, but before I share it, I try and at least do some kind of backgrounding on it so that I'm confident in what I'm sharing. And if I'm asked about it, I can give some kind of reference to what I've learned or where I learned it. But I hate, Twitter can't be your source.
No. Anywhere on that, especially Facebook.
Oh, my God.
None of that shit, man. All right, my real nigga of the week, I got Ja Morant, man, for this amazing play.
Avery Bradley with the deflection against
Salute to this nigga. I bet you making a lot of money off Ja.
Bruh, Ja is so cold.
I seen I forget bruh's name, but he does the 60-second clips on like reviews on basketball and shit like that, any sports or whatever. But he was basically like he went to another planet and shit like that. Like it's a great segment about that that block.
Oh, that block what he was saying about the block.
Yeah, Ja Morant's something real.
Man, Ja Morant is something real, man. You think Ja Morant gonna be an all-star this year? You think he deserves to be an all-star?
Oh, fuck yeah. I definitely think he deserves to be an all-star.
Absolutely. I was scared for a second when he lost. He was out in them couple of weeks, but I think he should still get it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna get it, man. Ja is so explosive, bro. That's my favorite. That's my favorite part of his game. How explosive he is, bro. Like look at his head on that block.
Oh my God,
bro. He was up there.
Look at his head, bro.
I'm worried about his landing. He be landing crazy,
like recklessly.
You know who he kind of reminds me of when it comes to landing, bro? Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
D-Rose.
Everybody saying that like, he like D-Rose.
Man, when you watch D-Rose highlights and you watch how he was landing, bro.
Man, D-Rose was a fucking cannon. Like,
but he was landing crazy. But I don't want to wish that on Ja, man. There's a couple of them dunks when them fake posters he be doing where he be missing them and he be coming down on one leg. I was like, oh man, nigga, you need to learn how to land. But it is what it is.
But you know what? I'm gonna bring up one I hate even. Brandon Roy. Like I can't even watch his dunk clips just because of what happened to him. Like man, like that's one of the saddest stories in NBA.
It gotta be, bro. He was on the verge to being a superstar.
A superstar. He would have been a great. Like he would have been a NBA great had he stayed healthy. Stay healthy. Man.
Yeah.
Had he had fucking any cartilage. Even when he came back without cartilage. That nigga was still balling.
Oh man, yeah. B. Roy was that Portland team was scary, bro.
Oh my God, man.
They had Andre Miller, Jerry Bayless coming off the bench.
LaMarcus.
Yeah, LaMarcus, Aldridge.
Yep.
Man, that was a they had
I
Nicholas
loved watching
Batum.
them.
They had that was a
Oh,
scary
man, and
team.
Nick Batum was
he was in his
balling
he
in
was
that
in his
time.
prime.
Yep.
He was in his prime.
He was balling.
People
man.
don't know Nick Batum was
He was a beast.
He was a beast. A
He was
great defender.
He was a monster
He
on
long.
the yes.
Come on, man. Yeah, Nick Batum on that Portland team was something serious, man.
Yeah, man.
He stole that money in Charlotte.
And then I love LaMarcus Aldridge because that nigga had came off of he came from Florida just off of an amazing college career. So
LaMarcus Aldridge. That's when I realized how good his mid range game was when he was in Portland.
Yeah,
bro, he always been a great mid range jump shooter, bro.
Great, oh
dude,
my God.
dude is an automatic from the mid range, bro. Like that's one guy you can't leave open for mid range.
You're absolutely right.
LaMarcus Aldridge, yeah, that boy good.
All right, my next real nigga of the week. This one crazy. It said astronaut Mark Kelly once smuggled a full gorilla suit on board the International Space Station. He didn't tell anybody about it one day without anyone knowing. He put it on. So
real Yakub, but
I'm a silly ass nigga. I love shit like this. So this dude, he just put on a gorilla suit
great.
in space. I played the video. So he just busts out the gorilla suit. They don't know, and then he just run on, and he just started chasing people with the gorilla suit on.
And look at how bruh got the fuck up out of there. That nigga,
that's hilarious. That's
bruh, he
hilarious.
swam up out of there like his life was on the line, dog.
But I'm like, what did they think that was? They were like a space gorilla or something like.
But it's like you in space.
I mean,
bro.
yeah.
Like, come on, man. You really a gorilla?
It don't matter what it is.
Yeah.
I got one of two options. Fight or fright. You know what I'm saying? Like I beat his ass or I take off from this shit. So
all right, bro. Let's say the nigga Trey step out. Mm-hmm. He go put on a gorilla suit. He come back in. You be like, oh, this nigga got on a gorilla suit.
it's not gonna be like that.
It's not gonna be like that.
No,
in
no,
space?
no. Because let's say the doors were locked and we could not exit. And that nigga went in one of the rooms. Everybody was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Let's say niggas had fell asleep or something like that to where we were caught off guard. And that nigga came out in a monkey suit and said, rah, and woke everybody up. Yeah, I'm gonna beat Dre ass.
Trey, like, huh? What was that?
Trey said, hold up. Hey man, you put on a damn gorilla suit. You ever see me in the woods fighting a bear? Help the bear, nigga.
All right, this one's from Aaron. He said, "This one's for Sidney Poitier. Rest in peace to him. He just died.
Real
recently.
legend of the year.
Yeah, him and Bob Saget.
Man, he can't be included. He was a pedophile.
Oh, I ain't. Well, let's talk about Sidney Poitier. Let's say Sidney Poitier demanded his character Virgil Tibbs slap back after being slapped in the heat of the night. He slapped the fuck out that white man.
Boy, what?
Oh, salute! He didn't want to get slapped by a white man on
Straight
camera.
up.
Well, fuck.
He said, hey, if you gonna have him slap me, I'm gonna slap 5 from his ass. Man, that's powerful. But Sidney Poitier, man, he a legend. I was gonna save it to the end and give him his flowers, but yeah, well deserved. Like I say, real legend. You know what I mean? Like he paved the way for so many great films. If you haven't checked out any of them, definitely do your research. Black Pioneer. So
Man, you got any real niggas of the week? Anybody want to shout out or anything?
Yeah, I want to shout out. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my stepdad. He a real ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he hold the family down. You know, he's been doing it for years. So if I was to shout out anybody, I would give a shout out to him.
man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Some real shit.
That nigga had that queued up. He was like, man, look, if I ever get ass, I know who to thank.
I've been practicing that. I'm like, damn, when somebody gonna ask me that?
Nigga was like, man, if somebody don't ask me, I might have to go on live and thank this nigga. Nigga be on IG Live. Man, I just want to thank my daddy, dog, my stepdad, man. He been there, you know what I'm saying? Like, he held the family down, man. But
he ain't just a stepdad. He the dad that stepped up.
Facts. Gotta give folks they flowers.
Straight up, man.
You know
Straight up.
You
They always do, especially while they living. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to for sure.
I ain't got a they need their ass beat, so I'll let you.
Oh, Russell Westbrook, my only they needs their ass beat. I figured I'd keep it sports related. I think the man is delusional. For one, he keep throwing like he is shooting horribly, terribly. And he's shooting.
He always shoot bad.
I think that right now it's
highlighted more.
Right.
Oh, because
now,
on the Lakers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not just that, because he's in a position to where he does not, under any circumstance, have to shoot any of his shots.
It was like something mentally going on with him.
That's where he seems like he might be one of them real niggas that need their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I fuck with Russ, but you know, something is going on and I'm not understanding. Even when he was asked recently in an interview how he thinks the streak is going and where the team is headed right now, he was like,
Okay, you better get traded. That's why.
I think we're on the right track, you know, at the end of the day. Like, nigga, are you serious? Like,
man, Westbrook's one of them dudes. I think, you know, like he loved the game, but I think he's at the stage in his career where, you know, he basketball as a job. Like, it's a job, and you know,
sometimes you got
when it's over. Because when you watch some of his press conference, like that's the vibes that I get. He was like, if I turn it over 5 times or 10 times, like it's just a job to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a mistake. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? That's the vibe that I get from Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it's like, you know, basketball is just a game at this point in his career. It's just a game to him. Like, I don't see Westbrook winning a championship.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't. I mean, as far as a point guard to win with, like, he just doesn't give me those vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if he get one, it's probably gonna be like tail end, and he's like a role player or some shit.
He wouldn't be the primary.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude turns the ball over
way too much,
bro. Make reckless mistakes. You know, jumping in the air, just reckless mistakes, bro. Every time I watch a Laker game in the fourth quarter, bro, Westbrook, bro, I cringe every time because I'm like,
I don't even watch Laker games.
It's like a turnover waiting to happen. Lakers is horrible money to bet on. Like, Lakers, you know,
that's crazy because
this
everybody
season
had them winning the championship.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
That is true. They were one of the favorites coming into the season for a championship. But it's still a ton of time left. You know what I'm saying? They could hopefully, you know, make a big move during the trade deadline. But as of right now,
that would definitely shift things.
Yeah, it definitely will. Do y'all think Westbrook's gonna leave though?
Yeah.
I think he's getting traded.
I think that he's gonna. Yeah, I think he's gonna end up getting out of there.
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think the Lakers gonna keep him.
Who they gonna trade? Like Melo?
I mean,
they gonna trade some of the bench players?
I just don't see Westbrook being traded before the trade deadline. Like,
I can't see.
I don't see no team wanting.
That's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna win Westbrook? So no, I
think the jig finally up on him. Everybody kind of realized they're like, yeah.
I mean, Westbrook is still great though, man. Give dude his flowers though. Like, to average a triple double, you know, 4 seasons in the NBA, like. So he's done a lot of great things. He's a great player, but he just, you know, I don't know if he's the guy that you can win with, you know, when it's all said and done.
All right, that's all. Yeah, that's all that they need their ass beats for. So like I said, I ain't got one. For the listeners to send in one, hit us up at mail@raopodcast.com. That's mail@raopodcast.com, or you can hit us up on our Twitter page, RAO Podcast, man. So, Manny, I appreciate you coming through once again, man.
Definitely.
Plug everything.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. You know, I see what y'all got going on, man. Y'all have a really, really nice setup. This is dope. I appreciate y'all having me on this platform. Everybody tuning in, make sure you tap in with me, man. FortMannyBets, FortMannyBets. Just simply tap in with me. If you love to gamble on sports, flip your bread, make some extra money on the side, invest, all of that. I'm your guy that you want to tap in with. So, I look forward to, interacting with some new people.
Yes, sir. Y'all tap in with them, man. We're going to have you back on eventually if that's cool with you, man.
Oh, absolutely,
Down the line,
man.
talk
Absolutely.
some more,
Absolutely.
talk more in detail with it, man. But y'all tap in with them.
Absolutely.
Get y'all bread up, man. What you were saying?
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Okay, get your money up, not your funny up, man.
That's the slogan for the night, man.
Anything you need to plug, brother?
Man, you already know. Plug with the rug. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy.
Get y'all some rugs.
Yeah, man. Come copy a custom.
Get y'all some money with Manny. And then go buy you a rug with Joe.
Go buy you a rug. Man. Yes, sir.
Do it any size you want, man.
Sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/RAO podcast. With all that said, we out.